as a pet parent, do you love to step outside the box and do different things for your dog? The world we live in has changed exponentially over the past probably 5 years. We're seeing more organic, more holistic, more homeopathic treatments for our dogs. Food has changed. Now it's becoming more and more common to feed our dogs raw food. There are so many amazing opportunities to do things to improve our dog's health. And as a pet parent, I'm sure that you feel the same way I do, and you want to do the very best possible things for your dogs. My name's Laurie Yost. If you don't know me, I own Playful Pups Retreat in Central Pennsylvania. We are live today off-site, and I'm super excited to be joining you in Elizabethtown, where our facility is located. But we are here today with a new small business called Tranquil Tails Wellness Center. And Tranquil Tails is offering an amazing array of new treatments and modalities to benefit our dogs. So we're going to go inside. We're going to meet the owner, Meredith Taylor, and her adorable dog, Chowdy Belle. So come on with me. All right. All right. So we are inside the new Tranquil Tails Wellness Center facility, located. Give the address to us, Meredith.
Hi, I'm Meredith Taylor, the owner of Tranquil Tails Wellness. We are at 160 South Poplar Street in E-Town. So we're just one block off Main Street Market. We're a block behind the Whirligig boutique, and we're right in front of the ball fields. That's usually how people find us.
Okay.
We have lots of dog-friendly parking. We have parking lots on both sides of the building, so no problem, getting your dog in.
Plenty of space to park,
yeah,
which is wonderful. So we're going to talk a little bit with Meredith and Chowdy Belle about the different services they offer, the retail products they have, and I also just want to learn what she's hoping to do to help pet parents. And it's not just dogs, right? You offer some things for cats also?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay.
Dogs, cats, any small animals really.
Okay, so this is Chowdy Belle. So
Chowdy
tell us a little bit
Belle.
about Chowdy Belle, Meredith.
Chowdy actually came to me when she was 5 years old. She's almost 10 now. She and her a male border collie, their human passed away, and they needed to find a new home. And I needed a playmate for my very reactive, anxious German Shepherd. So Chowdy and Buka came to live with me. So Chowdy's actually how I got into animal massage, and I really learned about it. So at Tranquil Tails, we offer a variety of different holistic pet treatments, and one of them, probably one of the most useful ones I think for folks, is canine massage. Yeah. And I came across it. Chowdy, I have 3 big male dogs. Chowdy runs the show. She absolutely bosses all the boys. And she plays with them and she wrestles. And she ended up limping on her front left leg. This was years ago. And I took her to the vet. They gave her anti-inflammatories, helped her as much as they could, but said she's getting older. She's always going to wrestle with them. Might be a chronic problem. And I thought, well, I just want to see what else I can do to help her, And I had met actually a canine massage therapist at another pet event. So we went to see her, and she did a 2-hour treatment with her, and she never limped again.
Wow.
I mean, if I didn't see it, I don't know if I would believe it. But we continued to go, and I actually took my reactive Shepherd. He's very athletic. He wasn't injured. But massage, just like for people, it's good for anxiety and stress, and it helps him a lot. He really enjoys it. So I've gotten massage for them for a variety of reasons. It's good for aging dogs, arthritis. It helps tremendously with arthritis. It can help if your dog has an injury, like Chowdy did, or if they're recovering from surgery.
Okay. Helps to get the blood flowing again, right? Because I know for humans there's so much, plus it's incredibly relaxing. Yeah. I love a good massage, but it's really good for us.
Right.
And I've never had a dog have a massage. It is something years ago we thought about adding at Playful Pups, and it just never happened.
Right.
So I love that you're doing it. I love it. And you have certified certified masseuses.
The massage therapists that work here are certified actually by a variety of different organizations. They have a lot of experience. They actually do humans, they do canines, and equine massage, which is a separate certification.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't offer equine massage here, but they go to folks' barns and homes to do equine massage.
And I've always heard, because I've heard of Tellington Touch, right? I've heard of the Tellington Touch and how beneficial that is. That's not really massage necessarily.
It's not, but we actually have somebody who's probably going to start with us in a few months who has been certified in that for a very long time and actually has helped hundreds of horses with it. But amazing. It is good for animals. Other treatment options that we offer animal Reiki, sound therapy, animal communication, which is amazing. And we're hoping to expand and offer acupuncture and chiropractic services in the future.
So a well-rounded repertoire of canine services, or feline.
Yeah.
Or feline. I'm sure some kitty cats would benefit greatly from some of those treatments.
Yes, definitely. And people don't always think the cats would benefit from like the massage.
Yeah, I bet they would.
But they would, you know, especially if it's an anxiety-related issue. It can also help with some behavioral issues, especially if you have a dog, for example, that does a lot of excessive barking and it's really anxiety or stress related, which is one of the issues with one of my shepherds. The massage really helps, just like it does us.
Yes.
It helps, you know, calm the central nervous system. You know, it really helps regulate the emotions.
Okay.
So
I love that.
Yeah. When we're also going to offer different classes.
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about, I'm glad you brought that up, because I know you have an upcoming first aid class in November. You have something in October.
Right. We have, it's going to be a pet first aid and CPR class. Yeah. I had a number of people request that we offer that class, and so it'll be a 3-hour class on a Sunday afternoon. It's scheduled for November 16th from 1:30 to 4:30. And I will be taking the class. I'm not teaching it. I'm not certified to teach it, but
so a certified instructor.
Yes.
The company that's doing it, I've heard of, and I did a little bit of research because we actually signed up. I signed up to come with a friend of mine, and our camera operator today, Nicole. She is going to come also. We are very big on pet first aid at Playful Pups Retreat, of course, because they're dogs and things are going to happen, whether it's at home or in a facility environment, or if you take your dog out on a walk, you never know what could happen.
Absolutely.
So the benefits of being certified in pet first aid and CPR is really huge.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And the organization is a national organization that has different, hi bud.
She says, I want to talk.
I know, she's like, it's my turn. They have instructors all over the country, and there are a couple that are, you know, in our area, and I actually got hooked up with them through the Lebanon County Kennel Club. Okay. They're offering a class with the same instructor in October.
Cool.
And so they had availability to fit us in November. So there's
still some spots left.
There are.
If anybody wants to join in. And then what are you doing in October?
We have sound sessions in October, and actually it's November 1st, we have a Learn to Massage Your Animal class. It's called Bark to Balance, Learn to Massage Like a Pro. And we have a fantastic instructor who teaches, she's certified, like I said, in human, canine, equine. She's a professional animal communicator. She does lots of things with animals. She's amazing. I've worked with her with my animals for years. She's coming in to teach a group of people, anyone who wants to sign up, how to do some massage techniques on their dogs or cats at home.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's really popular.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit, I don't want to bounce around too much, but I want to talk a little bit about how people book. If somebody's interested, you do things by appointment.
Right.
And you have specific days of the week or set days,
right.
Or explain how.
We have set dates that we put out on Facebook and Instagram right now, and you can book through those social media offerings, or probably in about a week our website should go live. Cool. Which when it does, I'll post that on Facebook and Instagram. And then once it's live, you can actually book through the website.
Okay.
And we have
different dates that...
Yep, the dates that are available. We'll have the bios of each of the practitioners so people can take a look at their background, their experience, and then when they have availability at Tranquil Tails. We're hoping to get the website up in the next week. So
that's always the process.
Yeah,
it's always a process.
Yes, it is. But otherwise, you can message us through Facebook or Instagram. Of course, also can call. All that information is, in our bio on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, cool. Let's take a little tour. Let's take a little tour and show people the rooms that the different practices happen in, and some of the cool. Talk a little bit about some of your cool products.
Yeah, so we have a lot of things we're trying to source locally. So we have some animal jewelry that's actually made by a local artist who does really work in beach glass, Janie's Jewels. And then we have some gorgeous cards. I love these cards.
They're so cute.
They're handmade by a local woman, and we have dogs, cats.
Chowdy likes that one.
Yeah,
give me that one for my birthday.
We have Rainbow Bridge ones,
nice.
And then we have, in terms of crunchy treats, we get them from a bakery in Lancaster called My Best Friend's Pastry Shop, and they actually the work they do benefits the pet pantry of Lancaster. So we have peanut butter and pumpkin blueberry. They're all wheat free. So we only offer we only offer the wheat free options. So let's come over here.
You're very particular with what you take, which I love.
Yeah,
I love that.
I wanted to have provide things that everything here I've given my dogs, and I have 4 dogs, 2 German Shepherds and 2 Border Collie mixes, and they're they've had a variety of health problems over the years. They're 10 to 6 years old. And so I'm super picky with my dogs, and I'm super picky with your dogs, because I think that'll make everybody's animals healthier.
Yes.
Not just dogs, cats too, but
what we feed them. I think we underestimate what we feed them, but I believe, and you and I've talked about this before, people are learning more and more about the importance not only of what we put in our bodies, right, but what we put in our dogs' bodies. And I love that you're sourcing local.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's not made in the United States.
Right, everything's made in the United States. A lot of it's made locally, and we don't have anything with wheat. We don't have anything with chicken, just because I've found those things to be inflammatory in my dogs over the years. So we're trying to reduce any potential problems that animals can have. I do think 100% what our animals eat affects their quality of life, their longevity. If you spend more money on the front end on good food, you're going to have fewer vet visits, have fewer problems.
Yes.
You're going to spend the money one way or another,
yes.
Either on the front end to make them healthier, or on the back end with more health problems. Right. And I've experienced that myself over the past 30 years. 25 years ago, I didn't know nearly what I know now. Right. And, I would love to turn back time and do things differently, but yes. Going forward, I'm doing the best we can.
Yeah.
We know better, we do better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
let's take a peek over here, Nicole, and see what else Meredith
So
has.
we have lots of freeze-dried treats that are all single ingredient treats. So all of these are, what's on the package is the only thing in there. There are no preservatives, there are no toxic ingredients, there are no fillers. It's literally just duck liver. We have a lot of seafood because my shepherd loves seafood, so we give him lots of options. And then we also have the same type of things with cat treats.
Yeah.
Although I will say, it looks like we have a small selection for cats, but this brand of Shepherd Boy Farms is actually for dogs and cats.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of options for cats. The Bark Bistro Buddy Butter has been super popular because it is literally only these ingredients. Whatever's on the back.
Yeah.
It has it is peanut butter. It's dog peanut butter, but it has no extra sugar, salt, no xylitol, none of the toxic
And that's
things.
a worry if you're buying peanut butter at the grocery store, right? Making sure there's no artificial sweeteners, and it's not just xylitol anymore.
Right.
I've recently read that they're now putting some different artificial sweeteners in some of the peanut butters that we eat, and they can be toxic to dogs.
Yeah, they'll call it like birch sugar, which kind of sounds a little healthier, but it's not.
Right.
It's really not.
Right. And I love these. So I have some very large dogs. For those of you that might be watching this live, I have some super huge dogs, and I have bought these before, and my gosh, my dogs love them, and they're hard to destroy. They screw open, so you can put treats in there, and you can fill them. I always used to just fill them with peanut butter or wet food or something.
Right. You can use peanut butter. You can use Greek yogurt.
But I love them, and I did have a dog finally destroy it, but it took a long time.
Right.
It took a long time. They're durable.
Yeah, they are pretty durable.
Yeah, I think they have a black version that is like their extreme, like their heavy duty, and that's the one that I had bought.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try some of these other ones. Yeah. So, and there's a beautiful isn't this a local artist?
It is.
That did that portrait?
So that's Chowdy's
brother.
Yeah, Buka, and then Chowdy's portrait is on the wall, and he is a local artist, Jason Jolda. He's on Facebook and Instagram, Jolda, and he does amazing portrait work on humans and animals. And I've got to get him to do my other two, my two shepherds, so I can frame all four of them. Yep.
Yeah.
I love his work.
Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're beautiful.
So we have some over-the-collar bandanas that are by a local artist out of Wrightsville, and Chowdy has a Harry Potter one. We have lots of fall options, and we have the football teams, the Penn State, the Steelers, the Eagles. I like the over-the-collar bandanas because they're less likely to get loose, come off when they get
they stay in place.
Right.
They stay in place much better.
And the fall ones are gorgeous for family pictures, all kinds of different events. Chowdy she knows if she puts hers on, that means we're going somewhere.
Going somewhere fun.
Being fancy.
Getting my Sunday dress on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And more beautiful jewelry. I just love some of this jewelry. It is so pretty. And I love the sea glass with it.
Yeah, the sea glass is beautiful. And she will do custom pieces. I had her do a custom piece when I lost one of my shepherds. Nice. Has his name on it and a little wing, angel wing. Or she'll do, any color that anyone wants that she has.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we have some supplements and things over here. Talking about the food and how important the food is. Probiotics, just like for humans, a lot of the animals' problems start in their gut. That's what I've learned over time. Their skin problems, their ear problems, it's really an imbalance in their gut. It's not that different from us. And this is a line, it's called Farah Pets, and it's a line that was started by two women, a vet and another scientist. They have a whole lot of different products that we hope to carry, other ones. But the probiotics have been really helpful. We've had several clients already come back and restock on that. I give it to all four of my dogs. It's a powder, and the good thing about it is odorless and tasteless.
Nice.
Because a lot of times if you're going to sprinkle something on their food, it's going to put them off their food.
Yep.
And nobody wants to do that.
Right.
But this, if it worked for my shepherd, he's my taste tester because he is super picky. And speaking of that, this is one of his favorite things.
Yeah.
Also helps with the probiotics in the gut. It's a freeze-dried goat's milk. And he's a fruit junkie. And so he loves the berry-flavored one. You literally just fill it up with water, shake it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It reconstitutes into goat's milk. It's good for traveling, going camping. You don't have to worry about something that's being refrigerated.
It's gotta be cold.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have the berry flavor, the golden flavor that has turmeric, squash, and pumpkin, and then of course the plain. The Botanical Animals line has also been really popular. It's made in the United States by a woman-owned company. It's all flower essences, and it has helped. This is not something people worry about, putting their dogs on meds or supplements that they have to be on forever. I've given a number of my dogs several of these, including Chowdy. Chowdy got Safe Journey when she first came to me. She had a lot of travel anxiety, and now she doesn't. So this was something just temporary that she It is an oil. It's all natural ingredients, and the Mellow Out and the Angel of Mercy are really good for rescue dogs, abused dogs. I've used both of those.
That's awesome.
They've helped a lot. And then we have the Myco Dog is a mushroom tincture. I think we're learning that not only are mushrooms helpful for people, but they're helpful for animals.
Yes,
yeah.
I've not heard of this brand.
Yeah.
And I hear all the time, because I'm a podcast junkie, right? So for human health and benefit, I hear a lot about mushrooms.
Right.
I'm a very picky eater, so I have not delved into the mushrooms yet, but I keep hearing about it. I have tried some different things for my dogs, but I'll try a bag and then I kind of go away from it.
Right.
Not because it didn't work. I don't usually give it long enough.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm assuming for most things, to see the benefit, it needs to be for a while.
Yeah, definitely on the supplements like the Botanical Animals or the Myco Dog, they are not a quick fix. They are not a one dose and you're going to see your dog zen out or something. They just don't work that way. They do take longer. And the way I give them to my dogs, and I recommend people give them to their animals, is start very gradually, because if you start at a full dose, even of the probiotic, it's gonna be too much upset for your dog's gut. So I give it like less than a quarter of a dose to start off with and graduate up. And sometimes you won't need ever to give a full dose. I don't give my dogs a full dose of this even now, and we've been doing it for a few months. But they have a variety of different products. The Myco Dog that I give Buka, my other border collie, he gets the digest for some gut problems that he has. The Breathe is supposed to be really good for the brachiocephalic dogs to help them, with all the respiratory problems they have.
Cool.
It's gotten a lot of good press for those kinds of things. An area that I want to expand in eventually, but I had to at least start off with, is I want to carry a selection of human products that are by very reputable companies that give a lot of money back to animal rescues and animal charities. So I started off with a company that I know does a lot of good work called Grounds and Hounds. It's an amazing coffee company that we actually started in order to help fund rescues, and I love their packaging. How cute is the houndstooth?
It's really cute.
And the names are adorable. So we have a variety from light roast to dark roast. And then Soul Pup is one of my favorite ones just because I love the name, and I think it's an awesome gift to give people, for the holidays. It's great teacher gifts, if teachers that have animals, and the coffee is all organic. It's 100% Arabica. It gets, everybody I've ever given it to has given it rave reviews. So it's nice to be able to have, a good product that is good tasting and also does help for lots and lots of animals. And you actually go on their website, and the rescue roast, they change what rescue they support, I think on a monthly basis.
Oh, that's nice.
And they give you the information. They're very transparent, which I think is
where the money's going and what rescue it's going to.
Yeah.
I've heard of this brand before. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I've heard of this brand before, and I've read the reviews.
Yeah.
Because we don't really do, we do retail at Playful Pups, limited, limited, but we don't do the human side.
Right.
But I love that you want to add that. That's great.
Yeah.
Right. Anything that supports rescue, I'm always going to be a fan of.
Right. Of course. Me too. So we'll hopefully expand into some other areas, but for right now, we do have the Grounds and Hounds here. And there aren't a lot of places locally, because I've had a few people contact me before we got it in, wanting to purchase it locally rather than buy it online. And it was hard, it's hard to find around. Yeah.
And you brought up a good point. Shopping online is where it's at right now, right? Everybody shops online. I'm guilty. I'm in my jammies at midnight shopping on Amazon.
Right.
But we want to support local businesses. That's why we're here with Meredith. She's new. You just opened a couple months ago, right? We want to support local businesses, and we love when our local community, our Playful Pups community, our Elizabethtown community helps support local. And that is one of the things I love about what you're doing. All of your products, for the most part, are pretty local.
Right.
Many of them are very local, and you're supporting local artists.
Right. We're trying to source as many as we can locally. One thing that I have been looking for my dogs, are something for them to chew on other than antlers or some kind of synthetic bones. They really like turkey necks, duck necks, different, the feet, the bully sticks, the hides. And the place we used to get them locally, they closed, and I've been very reluctant about where to source them for my animals, but also for the shop. And I was so happy to find a new vendor, new to me, not new, but at a festival that we went to recently in Wrightsville. And so we're going to be carrying their products starting probably the beginning of October. And it's a husband-wife team. It's called Biscuit Authority. They have they have a website, and they're also on Facebook and Instagram. But they dehydrate all their products themselves. They source them all from local farms in PA. They know the farmers. They know where they're getting them from. I'm very excited to bring their products in. So hopefully by around the beginning of October, we'll have a selection of their products. And my dogs will certainly be happy to get back into.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just in time for the holidays.
Right,
right. Holiday shopping. We always want to do special things for our dogs, and something new and different and fun is beautiful. So that's awesome.
And healthy.
And healthy. And a really healthy. And they're good for their teeth, right?
They're good for their teeth. Yeah. They're good for their gut. And I think there's only one thing they offer that they don't know the farmers, they don't source here, and that's the yak cheese.
Okay. My dogs love those.
Yeah.
Because I buy those, the yak chews, and they love those.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek at the exam rooms here before we wrap up.
Yeah, so we have 2 treatment rooms. Come on, Chow. This one is Chowdy's favorite, and we have a human massage table because Chowdy likes her to be up on her human massage table. So it is a human massage table, but it's nice for the practitioners with smaller dogs. They don't have to be on the floor as much. They can sit on the stool. Chowdy got a massage here with our canine massage table.
I think she's waiting. She's waiting for her massage.
Yeah, in the winter, we have a heated
that's awesome.
pad on it that she loves to have that turned on in the winter. So we do have the massage table. We do have dog beds, of course, in each of the rooms.
I think the room just has a relaxing vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautifully decorated. It's soothing for the human and the dog.
Right, which is important because if people come in and they're real anxious, as you know, their dogs are going to pick up on that. So we're trying to create, really a spa-like experience for the people and the animal. The other room, also a little bit different color scheme, but similarly, we have a bigger dog bed. Chowdy just loves to jump up. We have the bigger dog bed. We have a little cat bed for any of our feline friends.
It's so cute.
A little fountain.
Yeah, I love all the paintings.
Yeah. We keep the lights a little bit lower in here so they can be a little bit more relaxing.
It's awesome.
Chowdy loves this one too.
It's obvious that you put a lot of thought and love into creating your space.
Yeah.
Right? And it's going to, that resonates. Right? That love and the care you have for your dogs, I mean, that resonates into everything you're doing here.
Yeah, well, thank
so
you.
I absolutely love and everything that you're doing. Playful Pups we're super fortunate, like our community, the people that live local, which is the majority of our clients, but please come in and check out Tranquil Tails. It's a beautiful thing to do for your dogs, to give them some extra pampering, extra treatment, just to help them to be their very best selves, to be the happiest, healthiest dog that they can possibly be. All of the different modalities that Meredith offers have benefit, right? And I know I personally have done canine communication for several of my dogs, and I operate a rescue also. We've used a canine communicator for our rescue dogs before, and it's amazing, right? It's amazing what you can learn about your dogs. So I love that Meredith is going to have local animal communicators, and we didn't talk a ton about that. Maybe that's another Facebook Live where we dig into that. But you're going to have a couple communicators that will be able to do appointments.
Yep, absolutely.
But everything from the massage, the Reiki, the sound therapy. I mean, there's going to be so many amazing opportunities to do everything we can to improve the lives of our pets. So, I mean, that's just phenomenal. Anything you want to add?
I just want to say thanks for coming by and highlighting our business. And like I said, we're on Facebook and Instagram. You can go on and find us under Tranquil Tails Wellness. Give us a follow, a like, and come by and see Chowdy. She's here just about every day that we're open. We are open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, and then Sundays by appointment.
Awesome. So, Nicole, I didn't ask, do we have anybody joining us live that might have questions?
No questions, but a couple people that are alive.
Okay. If you have any questions, or as you are watching the replay of this later on, please don't hesitate to reach out to Meredith. Ask her for an appointment. You can check out their social media pages and see what fun classes they have coming up. If you want to learn about pet first aid and CPR, join us in November for their pet first aid and CPR class. Nicole and I are going to be here, as well as probably some of our other team. So we would love to be able to be a part of your dog's journey, and I know Meredith feels the same. We want to do everything that we can to collaborate and do our very best to bring the best possible care for you and your dogs. So if you have any questions, you want to learn more, let us know at Playful Pups, and also make sure you follow Meredith's pages and check out what she has to offer. Thank you so much for joining.